What's up, y'all? We're back. Had a couple days off. It rained. So it's definitely wet up here. And you can see the mud just from driving this thing up here. We left it out on the driveway. And what we're doing today is we're actually going to tear this thing apart. We see some boxes over here. Big money John Deere boxes. We're gonna see if we can replace the water pump in this thing. And once we get this off, I'll show you how the fan drive on this thing is goofy. It's got a bearing that's going out, and as long as we got to take this thing apart, we are going to replace what is needed. Even if we get this thing apart and we have issues where we find other things wrong, we'll probably take care of that too. Another thing that you guys haven't seen but probably will notice at some point is there's a fence right there, which, hey, it's no secret. We've been using this. There's an access road here that runs down on property lines to access properties that don't have access to the road. Now, we do not actually have access. Coming down the road, we have to actually cut across someone's property to access our property. And although we were very careful on that person's property, we didn't tear it up in any way. Now, the road that comes in there, we tore that up, but we also fixed the road. We made some drainage, we fixed the road coming in, we put rock on the road, which, hey, you know, a load of rock. What was that load of rock? How much money was that?
$500 delivered.
$500.
Yeah.
Load of rock's $500. But we got our load of rock. We took it down here and fixed the road into there. So we didn't access the road without what we felt was doing our part to maintain the road. But I don't think the property owner didn't like us going through there, which that's fine. It's his property. I could care less. So that's changed our dynamic here a little bit. It's a little harder for us to access our property. It's not impossible, but we were working on the road anyway, so it's not like it was a big deal. So anyhow, yeah, we're gonna get to work on this water pump and other tidbits on this thing. So let's get busy. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get this fan out of here. All right, so the belt's got to stay in.
The radiator will go forward, will move forward by a lot.
Okay. Let me, all right, Zach, I'm going to go up front and pull on the radiator.
Yep.
See if you can pull that through the top or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my arm's stuck. There we go.
Well, for the first time since we started this, I can see the water pump. Now I see where the O-rings go, because I think I saw O-rings on the thing.
Yeah.
It goes in that pipe right there. Yeah, Zach, you're going to have to hold on a second. I'm going to have to pull this bolt out.
Okay.
All right. Here you go, Zach. I got it. Yeah, this one looks like it's in really good shape, actually.
Yeah. I bet that's what.
This one actually has a plug in it, so we don't have to deal with that. Hello.
Oh, it's got one in it already.
No, haven't heard anything yet.
Alright, well, I'm getting ready to be in line for dinner, so I could just, I don't know, pop in a store or something on the way to here. Maybe
Yeah.
first, when I first get them, I'll go, I don't know, do something.
Okay. Yeah, and the minute I hear from him, I'll call you. I mean, I don't want you to have to sit up there all day long. That's for sure. I mean, they either got it or they don't. So we'll be hearing from them soon. All right. Kind of acts to me like they don't have it, because if they had it, you know, he's probably looking around for one.
Yep.
There it goes. Okay. Yeah, that thing is junk.
Very nice.
Yeah. Got the belt out of there. Ready for the water pump to go in. I think we only got 2 gasket surfaces yet to clean. Zach, where's that? Is that insert still out here? That stainless insert?
No, it's inside with the pulley and all the parts right there on the floor.
Oh, here we go. So this stainless insert actually goes in the pump housing, and this guy rides a pump. Like, let's see. That guy rides. So there's the insert, rides in the pump. This sits in the pump housing. And as you can see, this thing is about ready to break through. So I know that's not normal, and I don't want to put that back in. So John Deere's got us that plate, and our belt is supposed to be there in the morning. So we'll go pick that stuff up in the morning. Meanwhile, yeah, we're kind of stuck. So we're gonna clean up the rest of our mess. We're gonna get out of here, and we will resume this in the morning when we get back with parts. We went yesterday morning with the intention of going and grabbing a bunch of parts and coming up here and working, but by the time we actually got parts, it was middle of the day. Didn't really seem reasonable to drive up here just to work for a few hours. Just wasn't going to work. So we also realized that at some point in this thing's life, it looks like this transmission cooler, someone put heater hoses, 3/4 inch heater hoses on that, which that's not right. Heater hose just isn't applicable for an oil situation. So we wanted to see if maybe we could get those swapped out, which with the engine in it is going to be no fun for sure. So yeah, we had a bunch of stuff to get yesterday, so but we're here this morning, and Zach's gonna do a service on the excavator. It's not really time for an oil change, I would say, but we're gonna do an oil change on it. As long as we're here working, we got everything we need to do an oil change. So today it's gonna be hopefully this thing's running. This thing's got a little service on it, and we'll resume with our driveway work as soon as this stuff's done. So let's go. All right, y'all, so far, here's what we got. We sprayed some cleaner, degreaser in the radiator. So we're gonna start getting that stuff loosened up, and then eventually we're gonna hit that stuff with a pressure washer. We got the new hydraulic oil compatible hose on the transmission cooler lines are all on. We just gotta cut them, hook them to the cooler. The new belt is slipped in here. We're kind of cleaning some stuff up, and we're actually getting ready to go ahead and put the water pump and the thermostat housing and all that stuff. We're gonna go ahead and put that stuff back on now. And then we did measure the belt, seemed like it was okay, but I think maybe we'll go ahead and put all this stuff together, put the belts on, make sure it's good before we start bolting everything together down here, and we'll see how that goes. So, yep, let's get to it. Top one already, or can you get to the top one?
The top one's good.
What do you mean good?
I can get to it from right here.
All right, here. I don't have the bottom one real tight, so tighten the top one down.
Okay.
And then I'll go back and tighten the bottom one.
You got it.
We'll spray you in the face with this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that would suck.
Zach just washed the radiator out. I feel like that's quite a bit better than what that was. It seemed like there was some goop coming out of it. So thermostat housing's on, thermostat's in. I wasn't going to put it in, but I figured, you know what, if I don't put it in, I won't know what fixed it if it is fixed. If it's not fixed, we'll pull the thermostat out, restrict it, and let it run without it, see if that makes a difference. But, you know, water pump pulley, the drive shaft for the hydraulic pump is in, and Zach's got the tensioner on for the belt. At this point, I think we're going to go ahead and put the fan drive on, and then we'll route the belt, put the radiator hose on, and yep. And then what we'll probably do is we'll wait for last to go ahead and figure out what exactly we're going to do with this cooler. Matter of fact, I'm going to start looking on the internet right now and see if I can figure out how this thing is. Actually, I have a service manual. I'll look in my service manual and see exactly what we're supposed to be doing here. So, all right, here we go. Back to it. Watch out for the radiator. Yeah. I've got the fan pretty good, Zach.
All right.
All right, let's see here. y'all, that's it for today. That was quite a day's work getting that thing back together. Man, it's tight in there, hard to get to stuff. But it was still quicker doing it that way and struggling a little bit than ripping the whole front end off. That would have been a nightmare too. So, but it's back up and running. I did run it. It's got coolant in it. Didn't really seem like it changed much. I was hoping it would lower the temp a little bit. But I did also put the thermostat back in. So if there's no change, I can always take the thermostat out and use that as kind of a test to see if it changes anything. We'll be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we are going down to work on the driveway. So we're back on the driveway tomorrow. We're done working on stuff for right this second. We'll see how this thing runs tomorrow, and we'll come up with some kind of a plan as to what we're going to do. It's not overheating. It just runs a little warmer than I'm like, hey, I want my stuff to run between 160 and 180, and I know that's not reasonable. I'm just not in love with something that runs 220 degrees. So, I don't know. But either way, we'll get through it. Thanks y'all for watching the videos. Appreciate y'all stopping by and checking us out. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, creating more substandard YouTube content for all y'all to see. So until then, y'all have a great night. I know we will.